Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. I'm Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And in just a moment, we'll hear from our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now, here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. They tell a great story. You see an uptick here, but still in the bottom half of the league.
And you know, for the Bucks, they've been middle of the pack for most of the season. This just might be who they are. Not a great team, but at least they aren't bringing up the rear.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Turner at center with Antetokounmpo next to him. Prince out there with Rollins. And it's Kuzma in at the small forward position. And for Philadelphia, Quentin Grimes out there with Maxey. Then it's George. Then it's Walker. And it's Embiid in at the 5, roaming the paint. So here we go. The Bucks win the tip. Greg, isn't this a fun time of year? Mid-season basketball. From award races to juggling playoff pictures. It's terrific.
Yeah, you really get to see things taking shape. I like watching teams rise up and make the unexpected run. Makes the league so much more interesting.
And it's George finishing it off.
I like to see that PG getting after it.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Nick Nurse. Giannis was the topic of our conversation, and coach said after a deep breath, I mean, there's no need to exhaust yourself over how to stop Giannis. He's going to leave his mark on the floor. We just have to deploy something to mute his production a little bit. They've definitely got their hands full trying to slow one of the game's best. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that. Here's Maxey after the basket by Milwaukee. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Embiid. Kuzma pulls it in. And it's Kuzma with the ball for the Bucks. It's a 3-point game. Last time they met was in Milwaukee.
And they'll want to show that they're a much better team than they demonstrated last time out against these guys. At the very least, avoid another blowout.
If they can clean up the turnovers and make better decisions, it should be a much closer game this time around.
Now here's Giannis. 23 points for him the last game against Dallas.
And defensively, he's been all over the place, wreaking havoc and pouncing on a number of steals.
Great job preventing that ball from coming into the post. Might have been an easy 2 if the defense wasn't there.
What a move by PG with the hard finish.
Just a terrific perspective of that dunk from the Connected Cam, brought to you by AT&T. Here's Rollins. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Knocks it loose. Paul George with the steal. Maxey, no good.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
Well, Greg, we know at his peak, Joel Embiid, one of the elite two-way centers to ever play in the NBA.
The former league MVP, but when you weigh close to 300 pounds and move like he did, not entirely surprising that his lower extremities took a toll.
Deflects the pass. Now here's Prince. D right on him. He gets it in there. Antetokounmpo's got 6 points.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
This is the kind of rim protection Turner provides. Excellent at timing that rejection.
George looking over the floor. Maxey with it. Now guarded by Antetokounmpo. Maxey kicks to Walker. Clock at 6. Embiid the screen. Rollins against Walker. Prince outside. Giannis outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Back to Prince. And the 3 off target.
You knew eventually they were going to miss one. At least you hope.
76ers moving the ball around. Embiid the pass to George. Embiid with the screen on Turner. in the post. Turner covering, and good that time. 6 points for him. Bucks leading by 3. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Prince outside, stolen by Walker. Grimes with it, guarded now by Prince. And that one's good, Maxey.
Remarkable work in transition. Maxey just overruns the defense when the break is on.
Pass to Kuzma. Back to Giannis. Now Kuzma. Trying to claw his way back after a terrible showing in that loss to Dallas. And it's Paul George with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. And Philadelphia making a change here. Oubre's checked in.
Number 9, Kelly Oubre Jr.
And so it's Milwaukee with it. Got us a screen on Maxey. Here's Antetokounmpo. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
An amazing athlete. The length, speed, Giannis is borderline impossible to guard when he is playing downhill.
Here's Grimes. 14 points from him the last game against Charlotte. Kuzma against Maxey. Collins with the bucket.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Maxey against Rollins. Pass to Grimes. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Now here's Oubre. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
All right, a chance to look at the numbers for Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's been dominant over the last month, putting up about 25 points per game, 12 rebounds, and 6 assists. To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
He's someone you can rely on to bring it on a nightly basis. When they need a basket, he's the guy they turn to.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Arlo's checked in, and it's Edgecombe in for Quentin Grimes. Prince in the corner. 6 on the shot clock. Turner with the screen for Kuzma. No good on the triple.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
Greg, over the last 9 seasons, the Bucks with the second most wins in the regular season.
I mean, a dominant run to be sure. Not to mention the franchise's second ever title back in 21. Those are things you can never take away.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. 8 points for him. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And some young promise in the backcourt for Philadelphia.
Maxey already an all-star. Jared McCain looks to continue his promising start. And Quentin Grimes, a revelation last season. And let's not forget, number 3 pick B.J. Edgecombe. They are loaded at guard.
He's off on the first.
I think what makes Giannis special is how uncomplicated he is. The man is just an incredible, pure athlete who simply loves the game of basketball. That's all there is to it.
Porter's checked in for Milwaukee. Anthony comes in for Rollins. And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time.
And what I love about Giannis, yeah, he's a superstar, an MVP, a champion, but best of all, Giannis is an incredible ambassador for the game.
And Milwaukee has possession. 76ers getting the bucket. Anthony down low, working on Drummond. And the plan going into last season for the Sixers, Richard, was win now around their veterans. But now they have some great younger talent, too.
And with the health of Embiid and Paul George, a change to the younger players is not a bad idea, but it's still a tough decision.
And he makes the first. Eric Gordon, he's checked in for the 76ers. And Anthony drops them both. The 76ers trail by 3. Oubre, a screen on Anthony. To the inside. Here's Drummond. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Nice pass here to set that basket up.
Personal foul.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Bucks.
So far, they haven't had to force anything. They're swinging the ball around and turning good passing into points.
And on top of that, they've been asserting themselves offensively, getting a good chunk of their points from inside.
And that one misses.
I think of Andre Drummond as a big man's big man. He's a steadfast presence in the paint who really focuses on owning the backboard and attacking the rim. Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. And so it's Oubre with it. He brings it up for Philadelphia. They trail by 3. Defeated by the Hornets in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
Yeah, if you allow a team to shoot such a high percentage in their own building, you're going to have a big hill to climb.
Now, here's Kuzma. He's been a factor in their offense on most nights with his scoring average at nearly 16 points a game. Up top, Kuzma. Edwards defending. Shot clock at 5. Spins with the spin. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
Look at Porter going into attack mode, getting his shot and a trip to the line.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
An 80% shooter. The work he's done at the line this season, one word, solid.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Maxi's checked in.
And one of those guys who fell in the draft the year he came out due to injury. Porter healed up and has taken the lead by storm.
Pass to Oubre. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. In general, RJ, how would you describe Kelly Oubre's value to a franchise?
We know what Oubre provides a team. He's a versatile player who adds length. When he's aggressive on the offensive end, his slashing and movement can cause problems.
2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Milwaukee making a switch here. And both free throws good for Oubre. 1:16 left to play here in the first. Green dishes to Anthony. Some solid defense from Maxey.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Maxey's got his second bucket of the night.
Now that's confidence right there. This is when you know Maxey is feeling it.
Porter kicks to Anthony. From 17 feet out, Andre Drummond grabs the miss.
And they have a narrow edge here in rebounding early on, and you wonder what kind of a role that's going to play moving forward.
Now, here's Maxey. 23 points for him the last game against the Hornets in Charlotte.
And he didn't just create offense for himself now. He did a tremendous job of setting up his teammates as well.
Edgecombe with the steal. Doesn't go for him. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Bucks lead by 1. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
You can't overstate how much interior defense can shape the game. They have a distinct advantage there, and they have turned it into a lead.
In the backcourt, we'll see Maxey and Edgecombe. Edwards is out there with Oubre, and it's Drummond in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group for Philadelphia to start this second quarter. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Tyrese Maxey trying to do it all for his team. He said, I think the biggest part is leadership. I need to lead by example and lead with my voice. I have to play well, and if I do that, I can demand respect with my play. But I really want to set a good example just by how hard I work. Kevin, back to you.
Great mentality. All right, Allie, we thank you very much.
As he's gotten older, we've seen KPJ become a willing passer.
And we play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. And timeout called by Nick Nurse. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust.
Attention everybody out there. Now coming on the court, your Sixers DNT. Let me hear you make some noise. Your Sixers DNT. Make some noise, everybody.
Greg, you've had a long NBA career, so I'm curious, what's one of the biggest changes you've noticed since you've retired?
Well, you know, one that doesn't get talked about enough, length. You know, players these days are just longer, especially in the backcourt and that wing position. It feels like every team has a guy 6'9" or taller that is a pure perimeter player.
Pass to Drummond. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Drummond sets the screen for Edgecombe. 6 to shoot. Back to Drummond. Goes back up. And it's good on the way in. Drummond's got his second bucket.
Hey, that's Drummond. Throwback center who does almost all of his damage inside.
Here's Anthony. It's hauled in by the 76ers. They host the Kings after this game. They'll find themselves in the middle of this string of 3 straight at home. Anthony against Maxey. To the middle. It's deflected. It's stolen by Smith. Here's Coffey. He's covered by Maxey. Porter, no luck.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from three.
Rod pass to Oubre. It's stolen by Green. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Smith with a screen on Drummond. Deep two from Anthony. It's rebounded by Edgecombe.
Well, despite some uneven shooting from him, they're still out in front.
Pass to Oubre. Now Drummond. It's stolen by Green. Now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball. Outside Anthony. Smith with a screen on Drummond. 4 on the shot clock. Anthony kicks to Smith. Misses the three.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Count it. Good. 6 points for Kelly Oubre.
Crafty at cashing in from there. Oubre Jr. enjoys working on his interior game when given the opportunity.
And so now a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Drummond. The Bucks also changing it up. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Smith. Taurean Prince comes in for Amir Coffey. And Rollins subbed in for Kevin Porter. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Outside Anthony. The 9-footer's on the mark. Anthony's got 8 points.
His accuracy is on another level this quarter. Really high-quality shooting.
Maxey passes to Oubre. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Pass to Green. Here's Antetokounmpo. He's covered by Maxey. And it's Giannis missing. The 76ers trail by 3. Here's Edgecombe. He's looking for Embiid and finds him. And they double up Embiid. For 3, Oubre. The rebound by the Bucks.
And to put things simply, this has not been his quarter.
It's stolen by Edwards. Maxey in the corner. They get it again. Pass to Edgecombe. Embiid sets the pick for Edgecombe. Just 5 on the clock. And the dunk by Edgecombe.
And how about the raw athleticism of Edgecombe? He gets to the rim with ease.
Oubre with it. Now guarded by Antetokounmpo. Embiid is at the elbow. Over Green. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Inside. Second shot opportunity, and it's good on the layup.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Pass to Embiid. To the inside. Oubre. And finished off by Oubre.
A powerful finisher. Oubre Jr., you deserve to get dunked on when you let him get inside.
And so now a timeout called by Doc Rivers. This now will give them a chance to discuss some potential changes.
Here's on your Philadelphia 76ers ENT, everybody.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Walker's checked in for Kelly Oubre. George comes in for Edwards. And it's Quentin Grimes in for Edgecombe. The Bucks also changing it up. Turner comes in for Green. And Kyle Kuzma's subbed in for Cole Anthony. Giannis outside. Here's Kuzma. Off target with his three. 76ers trailing. Here's George. That's in. Coming off the assist from Embiid. George has got 8 points.
Well, PG moves so well with the ball, there's a grace to his game.
And for over a decade in the NBA, Greg, Paul George was as scary a wing as you'd find.
Man, a two-way terror with elite size and athleticism. The Sixers paid him hoping for more of the same, but can he hold off Father Time?
Now here's Prince, following the miss by Miles Turner. Rollins with a screen on Walker. Here's Giannis. Antetokounmpo converts inside.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Outside, Walker. Embiid against Turner. Here's Grimes. 5 to shoot. Embiid finds Maxey. Nailed from three-point land. Maxey's got the lead up to 2 now for the 76ers. Giannis outside. Kuzma outside. Turner with a screen on George. Pass to Rollins. To the paint. Here's Giannis. It's Giannis throwing it down.
It may be the most bankable play in this offense. Antetokounmpo on the roll with the finish.
Embiid with a screen on Kuzma. Kuzma against George. Embiid from outside. Prince grabs the miss.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Kuzma with a screen on Maxey. Here's Rollins. No one near Turner as he lets it go. A three-pointer off the mark.
And sometimes on defense, you could just get lucky.
Grimes passes to George. Embiid with a screen on Kuzma. And it's George missing. Milwaukee's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Here's Giannis. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Here's Maxey. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. He'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Personal foul.
That is fierce. You want to see a player with no fear? That is Tyrese Maxey.
And look at how the hustle game has been going for Philadelphia.
From the tip, they are not making things easy on them. Lots of steals, playing disruptive basketball.
And another thing they've done so well is convert fast break opportunities. Great job trusting their guys and getting those easy ones.
One shot. Timeout for the Sixers. Fans, it's time to get down to the mascot and let's move.
A chance to check out stats for Miles Turner.
And guys, I think the best way to measure his performance these last 10 games is his effective field goal percentage, which has improved, a sign that his game is in much better shape than it was not too long ago.
Free throw good, Maxey.
Watching Tyrese Maxey grow as a player has been special. He's constantly adding new wrinkles to the game, improving his skill set on both sides of the ball.
Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Hey, guys. The Sixers, they want to get over the top. Joel Embiid said, I've accomplished everything individually, but there's one thing missing, which is to win a championship. We have to do whatever it takes to make sure that in the postseason, I'm healthy and as dominant as I've ever been. Guys?
His health is key. Allie, we appreciate the report. Here's George after Taurean Prince's bucket. Embiid with the screen on Kuzma. The shot by George wide open. The 76ers with another miss. Rollins against Maxey. Screen by Giannis. George against Kuzma. Fires the three. Offensive rebound, Bucks. Giannis outside. Shot clock at 3. Rejected by Walker. 1 second left. No good on that one. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. 76ers ahead. They lead by 1. Allie, let's go to you courtside. What do you have for us?
Thanks, guys. Joel, how do you evaluate your performance so far?
I think defensively I'm doing pretty good. Offensively, I still got to work on a lot of stuff. But it's going well. I just got to calm down, slow down, let the game come to me, and we'll be all good.
With patience, it'll be all good. Thanks, Joel.
Thank you, Allie. And folks, don't go away. Halftime is here, and we'll be right back with you after this break.
Welcome, everybody. We'll get things going with a look at who might be participating in the upcoming three-point contest. And I have a question. Between you two, who would win a three-point contest if Kenny were blindfolded?
If I knew, Ernie, where I was standing, like right at the top of the circle, I'd still beat him.
No, you wouldn't, because you wouldn't see me blocking your shots.
Ooh, extra points for creativity, big fella. And now back to that first half. How about Tyrese Maxey? He was getting whatever he wanted, whenever he wanted it.
Anytime you're shooting over 50%, you are helping your team. As long as you're not giving up the same amount of points or more at the other end.
That's the real math, and it's definitely seeming right now that he's on the right side of that equation. Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. And it's Maxey with the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers. They lead by 1. Heading underway in the second half, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers. The small and power forwards are Kuzma and Antetokounmpo. Collins is out there with Prince, and it's Turner in at the center, locking down the middle. Bucks shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. Collins the pass to Kuzma. Now here's Giannis. Guarded by Walker. Here's Rollins. Offensive rebound. And George gets the whistle that time. And that'll be his third foul so far.
First team foul.
Turner with a screen on Maxey. Pass to Turner. Can't tie it up as that one misses. The 76ers leading by 3. Second half just getting started. About a minute played. Maxey passes to Embiid. Kuzma against George. Kuzma kicks to Giannis. Prince wide open. It's good. This game is all even. Prince has got 5 points so far.
And that's the beauty of Giannis. Always been a willing passer and can find the open man once the D focuses in on him.
And the foul called on Antetokounmpo. That's foul number 2 for him. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Outside, George. Walker is screened on Kuzma. George finds Walker.
And bringing that effort on both ends. Giannis, a tall, wily guy who forces you to take tough shots.
Back to Turner, and it's Turner finishing it off.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Now here's Prince. He has 5. Shots good by Turner.
And he is a load inside. Turner can back anybody down to get to his sweet spot.
There's the pick. Here's Maxey. The rebound by Turner. Bucks have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Rollins the pass to Turner. Out to Kuzma. Offline with his 3.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
Now here's Embiid. No scoring in this one.
Yeah, Embiid just terrorizes defenses on the inside. Good luck guarding the big fella.
The 76ers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And their success rate on the season, right around 77%.
Taking 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Embiid.
A scoring machine. There's just no shot Embiid's afraid to take.
And so he's able to get 1 of 2.
The numbers Embiid has put up over his career speak for themselves. He'll go down as one of the all-time great big men.
Turner passes to Giannis. Back to Turner, and it's Turner finishing it off.
Oh, and look at how well he led him in there. Really, he passed him open for that deuce.
The 76ers trail by 3. Maxey passes to Walker. Outside, George. The 76ers with another miss. The Bucks have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Kuzma outside. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
And he's trying to shoot his way out of it. You know, they have the lead, but honestly, I think it might help if you be a little bit more selective tonight.
And Maxey is right there. Maxey's got 13.
Look at Maxey sneak in there to get the second chance score.
And so now a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. And a moment here to see the standings for the Eastern Conference. And you know, guys, some interesting stories have unfolded here as we move through the middle of the season. You look at the Bucks. Here in the middle of the regular season, they've been able to get the 4th best record in the conference. And, of course, there's the 76ers. They're 7th best in the conference.
Right now for Philadelphia,
They've shown me some very good things this season. But that next step, those qualities that could make them true contenders, just haven't been there.
And the clock is ticking for them to make that push. It's looking like they'll be fighting for a spot in the play-in.
Here's a look now what's coming up for the Milwaukee Bucks. On Thursday, they're off to Washington to take on the Wizards. And then on Sunday, they'll be matching up with Jayson Tatum and the Boston Celtics.
And for that game against the Bulls, this is one where it would take a complete meltdown for them not to come away with the win. Anything can happen, but I'd be shocked if they don't come out on top.
The first free throw is good. Second free throw, no good. 76ers trailing. Here's Walker. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. And it's Kuzma with the ball for Milwaukee. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Washington. They'll face the Wizards. And that game will be game 2 of 3 straight on the road.
And we see this often now from Giannis. His offensive repertoire has become so versatile.
Now here's Walker. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
Here's Maxey following the bucket by the Bucks. Embiid inside the line. The 76ers again can't hit it. Here's Milwaukee now. They're on a 14-5 run. Walker against Rollins. Pass to Prince. Bucks passing it around. Shot clock at 6. For 3. Buries the long-range jumper. And now it's a 9-point Bucks lead.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two.
Coming on the court, here's Sixers DNT. Let me hear you. Let's get it out. Sixers DNT.
Some changes here for the 76ers. Kelly Oubre's checked in for Walker. Edwards comes in for George. And it's Edgecombe in for Quentin Grimes. Anthony's checked in for Milwaukee. Down low, looking to end the run. Good on that shot. With that, the Bucks' lead is cut down now to just 7 on the bucket for Maxey. Bucks have gone 7 of 11, a lucky field goal percentage here in the third. Inside, no stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. A chance now for a three-point play. That one on Embiid.
And you know how hard Turner goes. Has the strength needed to work through the contact and finish.
One shot.
That's good from Turner.
You just look at the trajectory of Turner's career. He was raw coming into the league, up and down for a number of years, but when he put it all together, he became the total package.
Now, here's Maxey. 15 points in the game. Embiid with the screen on Kuzma. Good on the three-point shot. Oubre's got 11 points.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Kuzma inside. He's against Oubre. Clock at 4. And here's Anthony from the arc. Buries it from three-point range. Anthony's got the lead back up to 10 now for the Bucks. Pass to Embiid. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy. Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Now, here's Maxey. He's averaging almost 31 points a game right now, an extraordinary figure for any player to post. Now we have a chance to see the teams that have been the NBA's best three-point shooters this month. The 76ers, number 1.
It's one thing to take a lot of threes. It's another to take good ones, and they do. And they have some great shooters.
The first one falls. And some changes here for the 76ers. Andre Drummond's checked in for Joel Embiid, and it's Kyle Lowry in for Maxey. And then for Milwaukee, Green, he's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. Amir Coffey comes in for Taurean Prince, and Porter subbed in for Rollins. And both free throws good for Oubre. Milwaukee leading by 10. Pass to Porter. Lowry against Anthony. Outside Porter. 5 on the clock. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Porter's got the lead up to 12 now for Milwaukee. Edgecombe with it. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. To the inside. Over Porter. And Edgecombe gets it to go. Edgecombe's got 6.
Locked and loaded. Edgecombe firing at will.
Greg, we know something every scout liked about B.J. Edgecombe was his raw physical ability.
Yeah, many felt he was already NBA ready in terms of his physique. He's fast, he's strong, and he can just leap out of the gym. No waiting for him to fill out. This guy is ready to go.
And even stronger second half. Tremendous efficiency at the offensive end of the floor.
Drummond sets the screen for Oubre. Fires the 3. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here we go, 1-on-1.
Get there, get there.
It's stolen by Edwards. To the paint. Here's Oubre. And finished off by Oubre.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
Here's Coffey. Scoreless thus far. Milwaukee needs to get off a shot here. And now the 76ers on the break. Oubre outside. And here's Edwards from the arc. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks going into the break with a 10-point lead. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We'll return shortly. Let's hear what Doc Rivers has going on over in his huddle.
Hey, guys, come on. Let's close this quarter. Let's close it. Got to pick up our pace. Got to pick up our pace right here.
And Doc Rivers looking for a faster tempo, as you heard, wanting to make a big push here.
I think he realizes when his team is attacking at both ends, that's when they tend to go on runs.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. In the backcourt, we'll see Maxey and Edgecombe. Kelly Oubre out there with Andre Drummond. And it's Edwards in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia.
Maybe the most highly skilled big man in our league. Giannis is also one of the most frequently fouled bigs in our game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw missing. So he comes up empty at the line. The 76ers trail by 10. Oubre kicks to Maxey. Pass to Drummond. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Anthony, the pass to Porter. Out to Anthony. Jacks up a 3. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist. Giannis has got his 6th assist on the night. And it's Maxey with the ball for Philadelphia. That's in. He's 7 for 12 now in the game.
Watch out when Maxey finds his groove like this. He'll just keep coming at you and at you.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. Outside Porter. Now Anthony. He's covered by Maxey. Anthony against Maxey. The shot, no good. The 76ers trail by 11. Here's Edgecombe. The lead now in single digits. And it's 8 points here for B.J. Edgecombe.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
There's the lob at Kumbo, and stolen by Drummond. Jumps up, and slam dunk by Maxey.
I'll tell you, when Maxey gets into his rhythm, he can go all night long.
Kumbo against Drummond, and the wide open shot from Green. Knocks down the 3 ball. And the Bucks lead by 10.
Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. Kuzma's checked in for Milwaukee. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allie.
I had a chance to find out what Nick Nurse was discussing with his players. He wants his team to be careful with the ball. He's not happy with the amount of turnovers they've coughed up so far. He believes if they focus on being more patient on offense, that will help cut down on the giveaways. Guys, back to you.
Great work as always, Allie. Thank you. Here's Barlow. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth.
The D has to respect his range. He made 2 in the first half, and he's capable of draining even more here in the second.
Kuzma outside. To the middle. Here's Green. Banked in off the glass. Green's got 5 points now this quarter.
Nice touch there near the hoop.
And stolen by Kuzma. Inside. Here's Antetokounmpo. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Giannis has got 19 points. And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Bucks.
They've been defending with excellent anticipation all game long. Just look at how many times they've managed to get their hands on the ball.
And also, guys, they've been showing how dangerous they are in the open floor. When they see a chance to get easy points, boy, they just jump at it.
Here's Anthony. Following the basket by Tyrese Maxey. Anthony, the pass to Green. A three-pointer is right on target. And the Bucks lead by 15.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
And here's Maxey. Embiid with the screen on Anthony. Embiid is at the elbow. Assertive move by Embiid.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Embiid against Antetokounmpo. Outside, Green. Off target from outside. The 76ers trail by 13. Here's Oubre. Hits the front of the rim and out.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised that it ended up going their way with the miss. Pass
to Embiid. Shoots It's over Kuzma. Embiid, no good.
They're losing because he is struggling so bad, and he has not looked comfortable all game.
Out to Anthony. This one for three. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist. Giannis has got assist number 8 here in this one already. Maxey against Anthony. Outside, Maxey. Lock at 6. And he drops it in from the low post. Maxey's got 23.
This is one of those nights where he's been very good, but his team is losing, and that's just an odd feeling.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent.
Your Philadelphia 76ers ENT, everybody.
And the Bucks with some changes. Miles Turner, he's checked in for A.J. Green. Prince comes in for Kevin Porter. And Rollins subbed in for Cole Anthony. Walker against Giannis. Pass to Rollins. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Maxey against Turner. Maxey kicks to Embiid. Outside, George. Now Maxey. Shoots over Turner. Maxey, no good. Bucks leading by 14. Giannis outside. George against Kuzma. From 17 feet out, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Yeah, boy, the length of Giannis to get to the miss, and then the offensive ability to do damage afterward.
Now, here is George. Pass to Maxey. There's the 3. It's good from long range. Maxey's got 11 points in the quarter.
He was solid in the first half from deep. He's a guy who can get hot. Let's see how he does here in the second.
The 11-footer. That's off.
Looked like he just rushed it there. Just maybe take a little bit more time in the future.
Now Embiid takes the 3. Antetokounmpo with the rebound. Rollins against Maxey. Giannis outside. The 10-footer. Count the basket.
And they really all have confidence in Antetokounmpo to run that set. That they're willing to put every aspect of their offense in his hands.
And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He knows every possession is critical now.
Sixers Youth Dance Team.
Here's George. Now, here's Maxey. Up top, Embiid. Antetokounmpo with the steal. And stolen by Maxey.
Good! What a finish from Maxey, getting it done right over the defense.
Milwaukee leading by 13. 1:31 left in the fourth. It's Kuzma for three. Turner. Oh, what a play inside.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for Milwaukee.
A beautiful pass doesn't always get you on the highlight reels, but there were some spectacular dishes in this game.
You know what? It was a team that was in sync and just trusted one another to take the right shots.
And so the hard work and effort paying off tonight, putting another win in the books. That'll be win number 27.
And they put themselves into the driver's seat in regards to the season series with this team. Tonight's win will give them a 2-1 edge with only one left to play.
And something we've come to almost expect is greatness from this guy. Such an overall great performance it was for Giannis.
Okay, I'm going to explain what he did here. It's called playmaking. Being someone that seeks out their teammates, making the extra pass.
And that one is good.
And you can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Too little, too late. That final score will look way closer than how this game actually played out.
Outside Kuzma. Antetokounmpo outside. Just 5 on the clock. From 18 feet away, count it!
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
Here's Rollins. He's guarded by Grimes. And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And now let's send it over to Allie LaForce, standing by with our player of the game. Allie, take it away.
Giannis, an impressive performance. Talk about what this game showed you about your team.
No, this game was great. I think everybody came out ready. Everybody played great. We were moving the ball. We knocked down shots. But most importantly, we were playing great defense. But at the end of the day, it's just a win. We got to build off this. We got to go back to the gym, watch film, and get better.
It's just one piece of a greater goal. That's right. Thanks, Giannis.
As always, Allie, we appreciate it. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. Along with Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you so much for watching tonight's presentation. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.